Medical marijuana is an ongoing issue that has only been legalized in 16 out of 50 states. Arkansas is the first southern state to put it on the ballot.
Also known as cannabis, doctors all share their opinions on why or why not Arkansas shouldn't legalize marijuana for medical purposes.
It has been found that medical marijuana can be both helpful and harmful to patients. It can help relieve symptoms of Alzheimer's disease, arthritis, anorexia, epilepsy, cancer, Crohn's disease, and other conditions. Although some doctors argue that it's more harmful to patients than helpful.
Dr. Lester Greenspoon says people with cancer who are getting proper allopathic medicine often get chemotherapy drugs, many of which cause greatly disturbing nausea and vomiting. While there are pharmaceutical drugs that deal with that, and some of them are pretty good, none of them deal with it without any serious side effects like cannabis does.
Greenspoon is professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School. He also believes that if marijuana were a new discovery rather than a well-known substance carrying cultural and political baggage, it would be hailed as a wonder drug. Greenspoon's so-called wonder drug also has some major risk factors and side effects that could affect patients. Motor and coordination impairment, links to serious mental illnesses, risks of cancer, harm to the brain, the chromosomes, hormones, the lungs, and the immune system are all included.
The medical marijuana studies raise more questions than they answer. There are too many unknown variables and known serious consequences that increase the risk of patient harm, contravening the do no harm tenet of medical care. Most physicians will prescribe a drug that has been through thorough patient safety testing and clinical efficacy trials. Patients must choose their own treatment plan using all credible evidence. Dr. Barry Dorgan.
Dr. Dorgan argues that the usage of medical marijuana for purposes causes more problems than it does solutions. His standing remains of that on opposition on the issue.
This is an issue that hasn't been ready for prime time yet in the South. It may be that it's starting to be, and that's a good thing, said Jill Harris, Managing Director of Drug Policy Action. She argues that the passing medical marijuana bill will help those who need serious relief. Also, medical cannabis can easily be compared to tobacco. Just like smoking, medical marijuana can cause death in severe cases. A patient with lung cancer would be more at risk for death than a patient with arthritis.
If the issue is passed on the ballot, Arkansas will be the 17th state to legalize its usage. In a recent study, 90 expert physicians were polled on the subject. 49 of them responded pro on the issue and 25 responded con. But 16 of them responded with an unclear position on the subject.
Recently, the ballot for medical marijuana was approved for the November ballot. The proposal states that medical marijuana is illegal under federal law and they need 62,507 signatures needed to pass.
States with medical marijuana laws include Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Delaware, Hawaii, Maine, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Washington.
Dr. Thomas Douglas said, if this law passes, individuals in Arkansas can join the residents of 17 other states in being able to legally obtain medical marijuana and formulate this compound for themselves or their loved ones who may be suffering from a vast number of debilitating or deadly diseases.
What Dr. Douglas means is that if this bill is legalized, people will be able to obtain medical marijuana without breaking the law. The people who obtain the compound will be able to reduce their struggles caused by crippling or fatal diseases.
This issue has a long ways to go before it is fully resolved and or legalized. According to doctors, the usage of medical marijuana could possibly help patients, but it could also end up harming them. Either way, the Arkansan public has a decision to make.
Doctors across the state have their own opinions on the subject of the legalizations of medical cannabis. The upcoming vote will be the deciding factor on the issue, though. The solution is still unknown, legal or illegal. For an update, as of November 4th, 2012, the Arkansas ballot resulted in a 52% vote against the legalization of medical marijuana.
On January 5th, 2013, the Obama administration announced that the Attorney's Office will not pursue persecutions against cultivators, distributors, and patients as long as they follow state law.